Hello students, this is the final portion of the topic sale of drugs under Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940. So in previous videos I have already discussed the what is sale of drugs and what are the channel of distribution, and then I have discussed the wholesale of drugs. So now I will discuss retail sale of drugs. So retail sale is solely in the hands of registered pharmacist or qualified person. It acts as a bridge between the manufacturer and consumer. So retail sale is directly related to the consumer. The manufacturer obtain the drugs from the manufacturer sell the drugs to the that wholesaler. From that wholesaler, the retailer buys in bulk quantities, and from retailer the drug goes into the hand of the consumer with, when the consumer or the patient produce a prescription of a registered medical practitioner or any physician or any doctor. So as wholesaling of drugs is controlled by the Drugs and Cosmetics Act, so retail sales also controlled by the certain provisions of this act, Drugs and Cosmetic Act. So for retail sale of drugs other than Schedule X and C1 on a prescription, the licensee should maintain the register with the following particulars. The licensee means the pharmacist or the person who is selling the drugs to the consumer have to maintain a register containing the following particulars. So serial number of the date of supply, name of the prescriber, name and address of the patients, name and quantity of the drugs. For Schedule H and X, the name of the manufacturer, its batch number, expiry date, signature of the qualified person under whose supervision the drug is supplied. So all this information should be registered in a register by the registered pharmacist present in a retail pharmacy. So next is the sale of drugs belonging to Schedule C and C1. The licensee should maintain the register with the following particular requirements given in the 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 as given for the drugs other than X are also for this category of drugs. So as I have already mentioned, this particular need to be mentioned in a register. For selling of C1 drugs, that is biological drugs, this particular discussed above need to be registered in a particular register. In addition, name of the manufacturer, batch number and a date of expiry are required to be mentioned in the register. Then sale of drugs under Schedule H and Schedule X. Schedule H is the drugs under prescription. So Schedule H drugs should be sold when the patient produce a prescription of a registered medical practitioner or a physician or doctor. For sale of Schedule X drugs, the prescription should be accepted in duplicate. So for Schedule X, that is narcotic and psychotropic substance, narcotic and psychotropic drugs, the prescription should be produced in duplicate. One copy should be kept with the registered medical, should be kept with the licensee or the pharmacist present in the retail shop, and others should be kept with the patient. And the prescription should be kept for at least 2 years from the drugs prescribed. The prescription should be accepted in clear handwriting and duly signed by the prescriber doctor with date. So for selling drugs for Schedule H and X, date should be mentioned in the prescription, and it should be signed by the registered medical practitioner or doctor or physician. The name of the patient or owner of the animal, if it is veterinary drug, should also be indicated by the doctor. So in the prescription, the name of the patient, the age, sex of the patient should be written by the medical practitioner or the physician. The information in the prescription should also cover total amount of medicine to be supplied and the dose to be given. So the registered medical practitioner should write the amount of drugs needed to be given to the needed to be prescribed to a patient or the consumer, and the dose. So for how many days how many doses needed to be prescribed to the patient should be mentioned in the prescription. The records and a copy of the prescription should be retained by the licensee for a period of at least 2 years. Schedule H and Schedule X drugs should be kept under lock and key in separate cupboard. The pharmacist should not supply any substitute to these drugs. So it should be stored safely in a cupboard with the help of a lock and key. Schedule X drugs are recorded serially in the register. So after prescribing or after selling the drugs, the retailer or the pharmacist present in the retail shop should maintain a record of Schedule X drugs that are prescribed to a consumer or a patient. Cancellation and suspension of license. As I have already told you that for retail sale and for wholesale a license is required, and license is required, it is given by the licensing authority after submission of the proper documents needed. So in case of violation of condition of license issued, the licensing authority, after giving sufficient opportunity to the licensee to explain his or her stand, may cancel or suspend wholly or partially the license for the wholesale or retail sale of drugs. So if the retailer or the person who is selling the drugs violate any clause or any provision of the Drugs and Cosmetics Act, his or her license may be cancelled, and the licensee or the pharmacist may be subjected to legal action. So I have discussed whole about the sale of drugs in this 3 portion of video. Thank you.